Where's my pictures of the auction? There. I thought we had more pictures of the auction up here. Oh, I don't even have my.
We got a couple of people.
Woohoo!
Oh, I see Palmer.
Good morning, everybody. It's double coffee day. How's everybody today? Wonderful weekend we're looking for here, aren't we? It's going to be a beautiful day. Going to be lots going on here. We know lots of people coming in for last minute upgrades and talking about storage and how to get free storage. Like, heck, this is the place to get. That's Classy Chassis, your house of free storage. So make sure you come in and talk to Jared and Zach, figure out how to make that happen. Also, and we're filling up too. So that's the thing. Basically, act fast will not last. We'll always find room for you. We got room for 100 or so bikes in here. So, but like once we get back there and start, we haven't even started putting them up in the racks yet, but a lot of people are booked. And where else would you rather come visit your motorcycle all winter if you have to store your motorcycle? You know, like I said, we don't stack them on top of each other. Well, we do stack them high, but there's lots of room to get around them. Bring your cover, bring your tender, and it's climate controlled and actually on site. So, which is nice. So, also what's happening today? We got our pop-up demo day. Mike, move forward so people can see the poster. That's today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to be riding Royals and Zeros out front. So if you want to come by, try an electric motorcycle, try a 650, try a 350. We got one 350 left, actually. We went a little lighter on the 350s this year, which actually kind of worked out for us. But the 650s, we got a bunch of them in stock. We got incredible deals on them. Best deals in Canada on the things, and we'll prove it. You know, you can't get one in your driver any better than you can here at Classy Chassis. So, but I just thought today would be an interesting one, and this photo kind of sums up the day of the auction. That was a lot of fun. Everybody remember the auction we used to hold here at Classy Chassis? It was always the weekend after the Thanksgiving Day weekend. So that was John and Sean there. Sean was a incredible auctioneer, and that was me trying to tell John my job was at the auction when somebody got close on a bid. My job was to go over and say, okay, let's make this work. It's tough. People, it's an auction. People dug in, but at the end of the day, we did find some. So that was me. I don't know what the heck I said to him, but John made that face at me a couple times. That was pretty awesome. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "I tried." But and then there's Harley by his side there, the pup. What a day. That was back in the day when motorcycles just flowed up from the U.S. like you wouldn't believe. He would actually go buy inexpensive motorcycles that we'd roll across. It proved to be a lot of work because we always sort of turn, people say, why did you stop doing it? It's like, well, the squeeze wasn't worth the juices, I guess the best way you could describe it. But oh my God, was it ever a lot of fun. There'd be we'd have up to 100 bidders, and we'd run basically like a 60% sale, which was pretty incredible for a non-dealer auction. There were dealers there buying up motorcycles, and it was kind of funny. People would complain about the dealers buying the motorcycles, and it's like, well, look, you can buy them here, and anytime the dealer saw they were going against just a regular customer, somebody who didn't have a store, they'd always back off and let them have it. But the dealers always said, you know, hey, you can have it here for this price, or you can come buy it. I'm going to mark it up and fix it up, and away we go. So it was quite a lot of fun those days. So share your favorites. And I still get to this day people going, I bought my bike at the auction and it's still running great, or I bought my bike at the auction and I blew it up. And so there's lots of different ways that one went. But it was a lot of fun. It was one of Johnny's visions. And as far as a day to create buzz and excitement, it was about as much fun as we could have here. So who knows, maybe one day we'll bring it back on a smaller scale. Like I said, we just don't have the inventory like we used to, sort of thing, to just sort of push them out there at that price. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of fun, and hopefully maybe one day we'll decide to do it again. Let us know your thoughts. The challenge we have, though, is we wanted to turn it in more to we wanted it to be more Barrett Jackson, but it turned in more Storage Wars than anything. So, so that was, but it was again a lot of fun. That's actually how, when this building got built that we're sitting in, I remember we used to have our weekly meetings with John, because John was all over the world doing whatever. You know, the neat thing about John, it was like, yeah, I'm not going to be in this week. I'm like, oh, you're going down to Cincinnati? He goes, oh, I'm going to speak in Bulgaria. I'm like, what? Okay, cool. Well, have fun. So he was definitely a man of many talents, and we miss him dearly. Every day we miss him a little more and more. So you just remember the good stuff. And I know a lot of people, yeah. Anyway, he just had that thing about him that when you were talking to him, everybody's got a Johnny story, right? As Jan says. So where I was going with that, I don't know. But yeah, with the building here. So this building, he went down and bought it from a steel company in New York City. And he had forgot about it. He was going to put it behind our building. This building was supposed to be on the back of where the Two Fat Greeks are pretty much right now, and in behind us. So he kind of put a deposit on it and then kind of forgot he did it. And then this property where we're on, it came up for sale, and he decided to buy this property. And he came in, and we had our morning meeting with Johnny, and our weekly meeting. And he came in and he said, well, I bought the property next door, and I figured out who I got that building from, which is actually a whole different story, because he ended up calling the wrong company, just the way it worked. It was just really, really funny. I'll tell that story too, because he put his deposit on the building and then called back, and they said, your deposit's expired. And he said, let me talk to the president. And they're like, all right. So next thing you know, he gets all the way up to the president of a major steel company in New York City. And he's trying to figure out the president's trying to figure out what's going on. And they all of a sudden have an aha moment and realize John's talking to the wrong company. So as it turns out, the president of that company knows the president of the company he actually bought the building from, and he ends up getting in touch with the building, and then next thing you know, the building's on its way. So I see a lot of stuff going on where people are trying to build, and they say Selwyn's tough. I love Selwyn. Selwyn Township's my favorite people in the world. They say it's tough to build, it's tough to this. Johnny decided in August that he was going to have this building ready for the auction in October. And we were rolling motorcycles into the building while they were hanging the doors on the back. So basically, the occupancy permit was a week before, and essentially everything sort of just came together the way it always did for Johnny. It was one of those things where me and Zach and Paul and Tyler and there's the guys up putting the heaters up that day, and we're rolling motorcycles around them. It was actually quite an interesting day. So anyway, I've just figured, you know what, on a day like today, where it was always a staple in Classy Chassis history, the weekend after the long weekend in October, we had a motorcycle auction. So I thought I'd share a couple stories about that. So, but yeah, like I said, so that's essentially what we're doing today. The other thing I wanted to show you quickly here, I'll grab it. This is my new Legends display. I'm quite proud of it. Am I ever ready for the big time now? Yeah, there's your Revo A's, your Revos, your Arcs, and of course we've got all the fronts down there as well too. And we got all these ones over here on this side. So anyway, so anybody who wants some Legend suspension, come see this man here. Come see these guys over here. These are the stars of the show this time of year. This is Jared and Zach. And back there over there we've got, I guess you can't really see them, but on the back we got Tennyson and Trevor wrenching away today. So, but yeah, anyway, well, hi Stevie, hi Leia. And today, don't forget, is our demo day. Come on down here. We got Thrash and Supply Company on the screen all day today, watching those guys drive to Sturgis. So that's going to be the anthology as well. So hashtag Thrash and Supply Company. They're pretty awesome. And everybody have a great ride this weekend. I know there's a number of rides going out. Riders are doing a fall color ride, I believe, today. I know there's some people, some of my buddies from the Ripper. What up, Ripper boys? We're going for a little rip tomorrow. Yeah, other than that, guys, have a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed my stories. And like I said, make sure you share this and come on out to the demo day today. Get out and ride. Get it in while you can. All right, cheers. And check your tire pressure.